Are we live? Howdy, howdy, everyone. This is Konstantin. Welcome to Inside. Hey, I'm right here. Natasha is filming, and I am with Natasha. We are almost at our destination. We wanted to start the stream a little bit earlier to show you, to drive you around about 5 minutes, 5-minute drive to show you where we're going and where the neighborhood is that we grew up in, both me and Natasha. I'm gonna be your driver for today. My name is Konstantin and this is Rostov-on-Don, and welcome to Inside Russia. I'm gonna be driving, Natasha, and you show where we're going. Вперед, давай. So this is joystick. This is our Rostov has a few distinct parts, and we grew up in the northern part, Северный жилой массив. Okay, very ordinary neighborhood where a lot of working families lived in the USSR. Very new neighborhood. It was being built as we were moving in there in the late 70s and early 80s. Was place very dear to my heart because this is where I was growing up, but the place is not the best in the world. Out of all places that I lived and I saw, this place is far from the best, okay? Чего ты страдаешь? Возьми. Вот так, нажми на на курок. Вот сюда, на курок нажми. Нажми. И все, он зафиксируется.
Ну так ты уже словами говори в следующий раз.
Фу, Natasha is here. She's my operator. She's struggling a little bit with that gimbal, but she's gonna be really good soon.
I
Okay.
hope.
Yes, I know. So is 5x5? Lorna is there. What's going on, Natasha? We were just caught by this black SUV in front of us, but hey, this is Rostov. This is driving as usual, normal. Are among, I tell you, this is Rostov, the capital of the south.
Как будто прервался, потому что маме пишет, я думала, что закончился, один пишет short.
No, right here. Short stream today? No, everything is up normal.
Спроси еще раз 5x5.
Lorna, mommy, 5x5, can you see us well? Because we're kind of struggling. Okay, I'm pulling this old trick, driving and filming at the same time. One hand driving, one hand filming. Natasha is right here. She's hello everybody. It's okay, because I'm very skilled at this. You know, I've done this before, Natasha. Don't worry about it. Вот так зафиксируем. Okay, we're actually very close to where we grew up. Чуть подними наверх, чтобы. The boss said that I should be talking to the to the microphone. So I'll be doing just that. This is very, very familiar place for me. I spent my first 20 years in this. Well, my first 14 years. All my first 20 years as I remember them, because I spent. Look how crazy driving here is. There are no rules. You just gotta go with the flow, you know. This is what's going on. So you have to like. Pew! Наташа, что ты делаешь? Is it 5x5?
Beautiful outfit on boss.
What?
It's more important.
5x5, yes.
Okay.
Lorna says 5x5. I saw this. So anyway,
This button isn't fixed. The gimbal.
да, it fixes gimbal.
No.
It does.
Okay.
Yes, it does. Okay. So we're almost there. The place looks, I would say, 60% the same and 40% new, because there are like there are a few new buildings, and all the buildings they've been renovated, some of them, and some of them are absolutely the same. For example, if you see left and right, there are apartment blocks. They're the same, you know. That to the right, there's red ones. The church is brand new, wasn't there when I was growing up. This huge shopping center is brand new. And I gotta. Woohoo! I'm telling you, this is not boring. Driving here isn't boring, you know. And I mean, it's not rush hour or anything. It's just like normal Saturday evening driving. That's when people are relaxed. Okay. Imagine what happens when they're really like fired up and they go.
Nicholas, right? Insane driver in Russia. Never been so scared. No one is going fast enough for the Russians.
I didn't get that. So we're almost there. This is actually where this is little the city. Basically, me and Natasha, we lived in the east bomb fudge of a city, so to speak. You know, it was like city. This place is my home for the first 14 years of my life. You know, for 6 years I lived nearby, but well, in the same neighborhood. Then I spent summers at my grandparents' place in the country. First 20 years, this is my hood, okay? And one more turn and we're almost there. I'm going to park, gonna make a U-turn, and voila. This is it. This is Holy Grail, my friends. This is where I spent my first 20 years.
Question, do you have car?
Well, I have liability insurance, yes. Is it that bad? You know, I don't know how it's like. To me, it's driving as usual, you know, normal. But doesn't look too bad. Саша, даже ну
Да
так
он
уж
куда-то поехал.
ёб
Я
пересет.
держу кнопку нажатой.
Ну отпусти, значит, ты его. Ну ё. Natasha is really struggling. Okay, I'm looking for parking spot. Looking for parking, and I think it's safe to park right here. Or we should drive into the boondocks, you know.
Stop here.
No, should I take right? By the way, in 90s, early mid 90s, if I had a Mercedes, I would park it right here. I would leave it for a day, it'd be stolen in a few hours. It was that bad. No one would leave the car here. Okay. Держи мой кошелек.
Вытащить, пожалуйста.
Да. Okay, we are... Что ж такое? We're at the destination. This is my lovely boss.
Hello.
Так, держи. Дай мне хлебнуть, а то я уже стрессую.
Stressful driving.
No, driving itself is actually not stressful, it's relaxing. It relaxes me. It's just the whole thing, the gimbal thing, you know. That's what's stressful.
Okay.
Hello, Dirk. Hello, everyone. Hello, Dirk is asking about the temperature. I'd say it was 30 today, plus 30, 85 Fahrenheit, 30 Celsius. Natasha, держи теперь меня вот так. Hello, everyone. Again, welcome. We were thinking of where should we take you to see Rostov today, because the number one spot is, so we've been there, we've done that. The slums, very interesting. There are few slums in Russia, in Rostov, but you've seen it once, you've seen them all, okay? And Rostov is not very diverse place in terms of parks, you know, places to take you there. It's mostly this, what's around us, okay? Apartment blocks and avenues, streets, and that's pretty much it. I never thought about the city in this way because it was always a place where I lived, okay? But now I'm thinking, well, the foreigners come, when my friends from out of town come, where do I take them? I don't know. There aren't too many places, so it's really strange. But anyway, today we are taking you to the neighborhood where I spent, well, first 20 years. And Natasha spent a few years because they moved to Rostov when she was, how old were you? 6? She was 8 because she lived with the family. She lived with mom and dad in the Urals before. When she was 8, she moved right into this place. We're gonna show you in a few minutes. We're gonna show you my apartment and apartment where Natasha lived. We lived right next to one another. We didn't know about that. That's crazy, okay? So I spent, this is my hood, okay? I knew every single building, every single person here when I lived in the 80s and the 90s. Natasha spent here a couple years and they moved to a different part of town. Okay, so without further ado, let's do it. Now I'm done talking. you do the talking from now on.
Okay.
So to let you know, when we moved to this place in 1983, okay? Before, we lived in the hood next door. You see those buildings right there, the little towers, 14-story towers. So we lived in the tower next door, right behind this building. We had lived there for a few years, and we moved across the street into this neighborhood, right? So this right here was completely deserted. Now you're seeing car traffic. There was no car traffic here. 1983, 84, 85. I think in 1984 or 85, they actually had a tram line, cable car line, where you're seeing a little fence right here, right now. That was cable tracks. And at first, that was the only mean of transportation, how to get from the city center where we came from, about 5-6 miles that way. So you would take a tram and you would actually ride it along, and the the terminal station was, the last station was right there. And then once we moved in 1983, they extended for 2 more stops right here. And there was a stop right in front of our house right here, right? And then they extended it over there. There was nothing there. No buildings, I remember those apartment blocks. You see, they're like gray and old looking. I remember that building being built in 1984 or 1985. I remember that building being built. Okay, that pink one was brand new. I think it was built after I left in the year 2000. I remember when we moved in, there were no trees here. Everything was like completely empty, okay? You can see jungle right now. That was not the case in 1984. There was nothing here. All these trees, you can see that the huge people who lived in these apartments, they would just come out and would take initiative into their hands and plant trees. I don't know where they got the trees from, but фух,
Слушай, правда, да, не было деревьев.
не было вообще.
Да.
I'm gonna tell you how bad in terms of crime this place was. Not only I know, I lived through it, okay? My body feels all these blacks and blues that I got, all the fist fights I got into, you know, here. I remember this building right here, they constructed in 1985, okay? I actually remember floor by floor going up. There was nothing here. There's a brand new little shopping office center. There was actually a nice... Какие тут деревья были? Каштаны? Не помнишь? There was like a nice little park where this huge building is. And there was a food store. All right, I haven't paid much attention to the screen. Lorna, mommy, mods. If it's buffering or technical issues, you just, let me know somehow in big letters. I'm not really reading the comments right now because, it's difficult to walk around. It's very bright light everywhere. Sun is not down. So anyway, this is the holy grail for me because this is my apartment block right here. This is where I grew up. This is where I went to school, grade number 1, and I graduated from high school. This is where I went to university. This building had been 3 or 4 years old when we moved in here. It was fairly fresh. It's absolutely just looking right now. In pretty rough shape, but they all are in the rough shape. Old buildings. Boy, this place looks different. Cars, the amount of cars is pretty unbelievable. There weren't any cars. There weren't any cars, not one, when I was growing up. Oh, let's go. Natasha, look at these trees. This is like a jungle. There weren't any trees. No cars, no trees. That little garage, there used to be a bunch of them, now the only one remaining.
Не было деревьев. Спрятались.
Спрятались? Нет, вот здесь были.
Да.
Wow, you know what? This is pretty emotional. This is where I grew up.
Это машина времени назад.
Yeah, we only, out of all these apartment blocks all around, this is a huge apartment block, very long one. We used to call it the White House because it was painted white. And then there was, well, this is my apartment block where I grew up and where I lived in one of the apartments here. I'll show you where. So out of all nearby buildings, we only had few car owners, I think like 6 or 7. And this is where they parked their cars, right here. There were like 5 or 6 or 7 cars parked here. And that's it, okay? It was car-free. There was never a car driving by, because simply there weren't any.
This distance from your building to mine was like 1 mile for me in childhood.
Yes, yes, yes.
Now it seems like 2 steps.
So, Natasha, what I'm gonna do is let's show my apartment block
Okay.
and my neighborhood. Then we're gonna walk towards yours,
Okay.
and we're gonna show yours, and we're gonna go to the school where we used to go to high school too.
At that time, without trees, you can see me from your window.
Yeah, definitely. Now, the biggest change. Okay, well, there are two changes. First is the cars, and the second is the trees. Oh my God. Gosh, this is insane. Look, everything's in shade now. It's so nice. Folks, you gotta understand, these trees will. Look what they are right now. They're like.
Clean.
Yeah,
No
looks
trash, no
looks very
garbage.
clean.
Yeah, it's like
These trees were, they were up to second floor tall. You know,
it was
this is
30
it.
years.
40 years ago. 40. Yeah, it looks cleaner now than it used to be when I lived here. This is insane. It's more upkept.
It's cleaner, it's more safety.
Wow.
Good job.
Looks like it needs an upgrade. Well, you know what? This is. Okay, anything remains from my older days? Yes, this bench is. This is my old good friend. This is it, Natasha. I remember this thing. There used to be wooden plaques right here. Wow. It's in the rough shape, but it's a blast from the past, you know.
Смотри, в садике теперь гимназия.
Look, when we had snow would fall down, right? This was a hill, and we used to slide from this hill, but it's not a hill anymore.
Yeah.
Somehow it's flattened. And it used to be a kindergarten. You see how fence is, you cannot see through. There was a different kind of fence, very, very artsy. You could see through this. We would actually jump over and go hang out in the kindergarten after hours. Well, the kindergarten building is the same. I remember it was being built. They commissioned it in 1984 at the end of the year. I was going to first grade. This is not a kindergarten anymore. This is a private school. I remember that bench right there also. Everything else is brand new. I remember this tiles made out of concrete. They're all cracked up and broken. All this area was in tiles, actually. Now quite a few missing. А мы так для себя ходим, снимаем. Да, красиво.
Мы тут в детстве жили. Он в этом доме, а я в том, космонавт.
Тогда снимайте,
Спасибо вам большое, что вы нам разрешили. These wonderful ladies graciously allowed us to film. I said, why are you filming? Oh, okay. This is, I recognize my old hood. You know, local boys are here, and if they don't like something about you, you can get отгрести. You know, get a couple black and blues under your eyes. Wow, I can't even see my apartment anymore because it's all covered behind by the trees, by the branches. Natasha, смотри. I used to live right there. Look, on the 6th floor. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right there. Holy cow. Че, пойдем? Туда, да?
Давай.
That guy is smoking, by the way, I know him. It's a neighbor from the 4th floor, he still lives there. Well, I used to know him. He didn't recognize me. His name is Vladimir, just like Putin. Unbelievable.
Susan M. Right, the old saying you can never go home is true.
You can never go home? Explain, please.
No, you can never
Feel
feel and watch the same as in childhood.
I'll
I
show you.
guess.
Yeah, that's right. See that guy right there standing smoking? That's my neighbor from the 4th floor.
Okay. No.
I feel kind of awkward. He didn't recognize me. I don't want to go and say hi to him. We were never friends. He was just a neighbor. He was a few years older than I was. This is something new. Okay, this is the old friend, the garage for one of the cars. There was another garage right here and another one. They're gone. And that one is still standing. There are 2 dog houses. Very strange. You like it. So now that was my you know, it's tiny. I remember that place being so huge, like huge. My apartment block was the world, you know, there were so many people living there. It felt like the entire country of China when I was little. I'm telling you, there was so much space around it, there were so many people. And now it's just like a tiny apartment of a block consisting of 136 apartments.
Yes.
The heck?
Do you remember some racks to drying the
Clothing?
clothes?
Yes.
Yeah.
They called clothing lines. Okay, there were clothing lines right here. And all my friends, we were attending the same school, okay, in the same class, in the same group. We lived in 2 houses, in 2 apartment blocks, mine and this one, okay, so.
Смотри, какие липы. Липа. Как она переводится?
Я не знаю.
Такой, the smell is beautiful because of these trees.
А посмотри перевод
Липа, okay.
в интернете.
I'll check. And these birds, ласточки, как они?
Swallow, sparrow.
Sparrow, yeah.
Нет, воробьи, sparrow. I think swallows.
Так, липа.
I can't believe how huge these trees are.
linden tree.
Linden.
Linden
Okay.
tree. Yeah. I can.
You thought it was, yeah, it felt like two countries, China and Russia. Okay.
I mean, it was very huge distance to walk, to run.
Now, few steps so you understand. The
Yeah.
apartment is right there, the apartment block, the tenement block, right? It's right there, and Natasha's is on the other side of this.
No, here.
Yeah, on the other side of the kindergarten.
No, this of my. Okay.
Look,
It's from 2000, not from 80s or 90s. This one is from 80s.
80s.
That one. I like this tag. Lawyers.
Advertisement.
Yeah, this advertisement. Lawyers over there. Behind somewhere over
Nice.
there.
Yeah. Attorneys. Go around and straight. This is great. This is great. This is great. You need fun pants to go down that slide. Okay, let's check it out. Check this out, Natasha. It's incredibly safe. uh, long. A lot of you asked for our style of living in the USSR. This is how we lived.
Look, look.
Oh yeah, that's,
Oh.
my gosh, this is it. This is it right there. Look, this is it. I mean, folks, these things you don't find anywhere else. I mean, I've lived in Russia for the past 20 years, and this is the first time I see clothing line like this in the city. And where? In my freaking neighborhood, where I grew up.
It means that this place is absolutely safe. Absolutely.
Uh-huh.
You can dry here some very precious things to you and
Pressure.
design you.
Worry about it. Natasha makes a good point. You know, I've filmed all over Rostov, but this is the only place where they just look at you and they come and ask you straight, directly, like, why are you filming here? And you're gonna explain yourself.
Much more better than that times. Much more.
Than in the USSR. Well, back then it was a rough neighborhood. The only places where I felt safe, actually in front of my apartment block, because everyone knew me there, and right here, because I knew pretty much everyone from this apartment block, right? If I would venture outside, the farther I would go, the more me. And I would come back with a black and blue eye, you know, and things like that. Part of the old artsy fence I was telling you about right here was actually, it's painted, but it was black. It was made out of cast iron. It was actually very, very, very pretty. And this is how the place looks on the inside. Were different for kids when it was kindergarten. not any longer. But this is my old friend. So the fence was, okay, look, this high. I think this is it. Наташ, слушай, а тут же раньше ничего не было. Из него перепрыгивали.
Слушай, ну а когда мы катались, это же была какая-то горка? Может быть, все-таки был спуск?
Нет, забор был, но мы через него перепрыгивали.
Ну, да, я не помню.
So that was the only fence. This is it. Oh my gosh. This I don't know, holders, how do you call them? Столбы. They were a little higher up here, but this was it. Gosh. Somehow it seemed very, very tall. Well, perhaps I was shorter, that's why. Folks, I hope you're enjoying this, okay? I am. This is the best stream ever so far for me. Most emotional. I used to play ping pong here.
Yeah.
Gosh, did I tell you what? This table, ping pong table, has seen better days too. Its days of glory were back in 1989. We would have battles, ping pong battles. One apartment block would come and compete with another one. It was competition, teams. And this, my friends, блок. Подожди, а че он такой маленький? 2 подъезда всего?
Прикинь, да.
Обалдеть.
Вот мой 8-й этаж и вот эти крайние окна.
Where Natasha grew up, 8th floor, there are 9 floors, so it's next to the highest. Right there, the 8th, the corner, 2 windows, right?
Yeah.
The family of 5, 3 kids, 3 daughters, and 2 parents, they lived in 1-bedroom apartment.
Yeah, 1 bedroom.
And then they moved to a different place, which was bigger, 2-bedroom apartment, but a different part.
Он такой маленький, да?
Смотри вообще, что это такое? It looks like it's so tiny and, you know, miniature, it's like Lego house. Wow. Everyone has ACs. Back in my days, we didn't even know what AC was.
Yeah.
It was so hot in the summertime. In like the 90s, 80s, 100s, 110s, 120s.
Absolutely terrible.
So, what are you feeling, Natasha? Any-
Absolutely calm.
Any emotions?
Yeah, I like what I'm seeing now because I like everything is clean. I like the trees, and I feel absolutely comfortable and safe. My emotions is very good, and I like this tag. No, please
No,
tell.
I spoke about my house, you speak about yours.
Oh, I'll tell it.
Okay.
Okay.
No, you just can put it right
Okay.
down this.
What do you
I
want
spoke
me-
about my apartment, my hood. Well, this is all one hood, okay? But that's just different like areas of apartment blocks, different blocks.
Yeah. Yeah.
Natasha is speaking about her block.
I've lived here from 8 to 12. It was very, very hot in summer because we live under the roof and without air condition. But it was very. We lived together with neighbors. There was a lot of in my life, a lot of street games. Is it correct? Street games.
Playing outside.
Playing outside.
Yes.
Yes.
We basically lived outside because there was nothing to do inside. We didn't have TV, just books, and that's it. So we would go get out and socialize with. We had tons of friends.
Yeah. But this is my playground, right? Right
Let's
behind.
go take a closer look.
Okay, take it, please.
Why?
I like it. It looks like
Даже
now because that times it was terrible.
falling apart. Вот эти вот разваливались бы.
Cameras.
There's a security lock. There's a video camera surveillance, and it actually looks brand new. This older lady is watching YouTube. Unbelievable. Some kind of cooking channel. She's so into it. Some people from our old times, they still live here. That's where Natasha lived, 8th floor, right there. Nowadays people have 2 ACs, not 1 but 2. 1 on each side of the building. You know, honestly, when I was growing up in the 80s, all I wanted to do was to get out of this place. I'm pretty sure you played cards here, okay? You played one of the tables, there was a table, played cards.
Never.
Never. I was a good girl.
It all was installed after we moved.
Okay. But this is actually pretty cute. Look, there is cute. It's a grill, so the locals can get out and grill, and they actually even have wood.
Free wood.
It belongs to someone. If you take it, you can get black and blue again, you know.
The paper inside, it's ready to
Yeah, but
fire.
it's ready by someone for someone. I'm sure if we start the fire right now, someone's gonna come out and say, "Hey boys, where are you from? You know, what are you doing here?" The heck is this? It's actually creepy. Creepy. Да. Creepy это значит, ну, так, ужасно. Ужас какой-то. There's a message. You know, the outsiders don't come here. There's a bottle of Coke with water. Look. There's a playground. The funny thing is, our youth house apartment block was the last. Else there was literally a field of wheat right there. And now they've built more apartment blocks. And from what it looks like, this one is the old. I think it was built in the early 90s, but I honestly don't remember. So this is your playground, right?
So peaceful, quiet, clean. I like it.
Clean, yes. It's actually very not bad, you know.
It's very good.
It's very good. Well, I'd say it's very good.
Very good. All these flats inside of shade.
The trees are unbelievable.
I like
How big they've grown. What is happening to us? Look, I remember those trees. Now That's a good one. Are you sure, honey?
Hi, I don't know how to fly. Do you want to try?
Yes, I do. Of course I do. Of course. Я за любой кипиш, кроме голодовки. Be careful. Yeah, thank you, Brian. So let's go check out the school.
Yeah.
Which
Yes,
way?
This way.
Okay, this is, we're gonna... Natasha's mom was a math teacher and she used to teach at that school. And Natasha used to go to that school, and Natasha's younger sister, actually she went to the same school and we attended the same class, me and her, and we sat right, she sat right behind me. Okay, we had a class of 30 people, so Natasha's younger sister, her desk was right behind me, believe it or not. That's how life is. So you're gonna take us to your path every morning? You're gonna take us to your school through on the path how you used to go?
Yeah, this way. I wonder how it's clean and safe now, because some blocks after construction everywhere.
With rebar and stuff like that.
Some steel,
Yeah.
some blocks, and some water from canalization.
Water running and then water
Running.
pits.
Yeah.
Yes, I remember.
It was not so
Safe.
nice like.
Слушай, а почему там висят кроссовки? Why there are shoes hanging there? Anyone has any idea?
Maybe it's a game.
A game of squids? Squid game?
Yeah, squid game. Place your shoes and take it.
And that's it,
Off.
кирдык.
Place your shoes and that's it. Game over. I remember that the water was here every time. Now it's nice. I like it now more than that.
Okay, now, let me tell you about the lifestyle of the 90s and late 80s. If my apartment, yeah, you can see from here. It's right there. Look at my finger. I'm pointing. That's my apartment right there. Right, not too far. There's this kindergarten right on the other side. We just came from there, right? So I knew that area well. I knew apartment block next door. I knew apartment block on the other side, and I knew this one. But this was the border territories, frontier for me, so to speak, because I didn't know, well, I knew very few people who lived here in these apartments. And if I ventured at these areas, okay, the people didn't know me well, and I could get in trouble. I would literally get stopped and they would ask me, hey, who are you? What the hell are you doing in our yard? And I would tell them, oh, boys, I'm just from, this apartment block. Oh, okay, you're one of us. But if I ventured from outside, I would part with my money, probably. I would get smell of fists, things like that. Okay, that was that bad. After dark. Lots of my buddies used to live right here in this apartment block, in the other one. So that was the safe area. Okay, that was my place, my yard.
Look at this car.
Yeah, I still remember. That's the car standing here for 30 years.
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding. Let's take a closer look. But it's still the boondocks. No matter how clean they look, it's still the boondocks, you know? Holy baloney. And if you wanted to take a closer look inside of a old Lada, that's pretty much how it looks like. Everything that can be stripped has been stripped, has been stolen. There's not much else to steal. Oh, I can actually, you can open the door. Honey, come right in.
No, you first.
This is not Moskvich, this is Lada. Zhiguli. This car has seen better days. Слушай, а тут был куриный дом. Помнишь? Вот, по-моему, вот здесь.
Я не знаю. Я просто в восторге.
Дом из дерева для детей такой, помнишь или нет? Нет, да? Ну, уже все. This looks awesome, look. There's a little garden. This certainly is much better than of growing up. There was nothing. There was just dirt here. It's not as rough, you know, not as, how do I say that, sharp edges, you know what I mean? Now it's much more smooth, it's much more aesthetically pleasing, you know. Gosh, there's actually tiles and decent roads.
Годы благополучия. Видишь, свое дело сделали.
Yes, just like I was telling in the brief history of Russia from 91 to 2022, the rich years. This is what you're seeing right now are the remnants of the rich years that we had in Russia. Смотри, какой тут двор классный. Обалдеть. It's actually a nice place to live and hang out. Wow.
Relaxing. Everything is calm.
There are roses. You know, if we had roses when I was a kid, you know what would happen to those roses? The moment it would get dark, someone would cut them and give them to a mom or, you know, a wife. Not be there. I guarantee you. Вы сделали? That's the lady responsible for this.
Да, прекрасная работа, любуемся. И так хорошо, красиво. Именно вот этим кусочком. Ага. Прекрасная работа.
Меня хотели это наказать, что это.
22 years. She's little corner. .22. So she started 4 years after I left this hood. Unbelievable. This is how my place looked like, more or less, okay? Let me show you. You see, right there, there's nothing there. That's how the apartment block looked where I lived, only with very tiny little trees. That's it, you know. Such a striking difference. I mean, check this out. From what it appears to be, not extremely poor people live here these days. I wouldn't say they're well-to-do, but they're not bad to do. Judging by the cars, oh, look at this Dodge Ram. Ain't this a beauty, huh? You don't see these Rams here that too often. This is the first one that I've seen so far in Rostov ever. Nice truck. Okay, I'll let Natasha speak to the lady, and then the lady will tell her everything that Natasha needs to know, but I'm gonna take a few steps back and I'm gonna show you our school. Oh, nice cars parked here. It's really funny to see a Honda from Japan, and this advertisement for Communist Party of Russian Federation on a Honda. That's just, those two things don't mix, you know. Well, this place certainly is different from what I remember. Holy cow. Смотри, какой стадион здесь. It's unbelievable. There was nothing like this here where I was growing up. Nothing like this.
Yeah, there was some asphalt.
Yes, some pavement, and we used to play football on asphalt, on the pavement.
Great.
Мы тут зайдем?
Ну, не знаю, мы же как-то зашли. Если нет, то показывай так. Нет. No entrance here.
Well, it's very typical for Russia, you know. A good stadium, and well, let's go find an entrance. Слушай, а что это такое? Спрашивать. Пойдем.
Ну давай. Хорошо. Смотри, как классно. Волейбольная площадка.
Вот здесь у меня жило друзей много. Здесь, кстати, жили Савенковы, да? Савенковы. This is how I used to go to school every single morning for 10 years. My apartment was right there, and I would cut from on the corner of this building right here, and ours was next, and I would just cut and walk all the way. There was no fence here, no gates, nothing. For the first 6 years, there wasn't even this school. There was a brand new school built when I was in 6th grade. So I would walk right into the school building. We see people on the inside, but we cannot get inside. This is typical Russia, you know.
Слушай, мне здесь больше нравится, чем на западном,
Да.
где родители живут.
Почему?
Ну, больше как бы места, больше деревьев, меньше людей. Чувствуешь атмосферу?
Меньше ли? Да я же не знаю, как там, понимаешь, мне трудно сказать. All I wanted to do when I was growing up was to get out of this place.
But now,
I don't want to get back in, no way.
no.
No, I would say an F word, but you know, no. No, thank you. Thank you, but no thank you. Actually, you know what? It's a really strange feeling. I start feeling tremors. I want to get out of this place. I mean, it's nice and you know, it's emotional, but that old, forgotten feeling of wanting to get out is back. Okay, that's where my apartment is. You can't even see. Oh man, there weren't any trees here. Okay, that's another kindergarten right here. My apartment was what, like 100 meters that way. As a friend of mine lived here. We used to hang out. It was his place. Что, пошли вокруг вот у девушек спросим, как туда попасть.
Добрый день. Не подскажете вход туда? Куда? Ну, в школу.
А вот тут калитка дальше будет, если она открыта, вроде. Она и так должна быть открыта. Вот там дальше.
Спасибо.
А, вон стрелочка.
Nice cars. That's people, the residents. That's locals, you know. I can't. In the 90s, no one would dare to leave a nice car outside like this. You'd get in the morning, if you were lucky, it'd still be there, but no wheels, you know, no rear view mirrors, things like that. Friends, I'm sorry, I'm not reading any comments because I'm just walking around and trying to.
Do you want me to read?
Da, please read. You know, strangely enough, these places look 1000% nicer than when I was growing up. I mean, this isn't propaganda or anything, I'm just showing you, okay? I remember those, the entrance, the construction, they were falling apart, literally. They fixed them up. Everything looks upkept. To top it off, kids and electric scooters. I mean, this is my hood, you know. Electric scooters, goodness sake.
Слушай, было, видимо, зависало, но сейчас пишут, что все хорошо.
Зависало, да? Посмотри, Лорна и маме должны вот такие красные писать.
Не, красных нет.
Но если красных нет, значит
Ага.
это у меня все норм. Okay. We'll try to get in here. Oh, there you go.
Ага, вопрос тебе вот. From body. What year was the last you've been there?
I don't remember what was the last time. I passed through this place a few times because my uncle lives not too far. So I was passing, okay? One time was like 15 years ago, another time. Then we did a walkthrough with Natasha 7 years ago, 9 years ago, something like that. Помнишь, мы с тобой приезжали? That was a long time ago. This was a rival school. It was built when I was in 6th grade.
Где там наш папа? Чё он там сидит?
Смотри, какие классные деревья. Тут же все пустое было. А ты даже 107-ю-то и не помнишь.
Давай вот сюда.
This place was a safe zone. No one would touch me here because it was my school, you know, my hangout, my territory. If I'd go to another school, there are plenty of schools nearby. If I'd go to another place, I wouldn't feel easy. Okay, here I was at home. We would hang out here almost every single day. Слушай, тут тоже как-то не пройдешь. Слушай, ну это все новое, обалдеть. Folks, this wasn't here. There was asphalt, there was pavement like this. Не было тут ничего. Старый стадион. When Natasha, me came here, there was nothing here. It was old stadium. Hey, if it was something like this when I was an athlete, okay? A football player or something. This was our hangout right there, and I'll show you the spot right over there. Hopefully we can get in. Слушай, вот тут мы дрались очень часто. Здесь дискотеки были внутри. Yeah, back in the late 80s, there's a little like yard inside, an open yard, and you can get through. Right here, there's like a little passage. It's all blocked now, but there used to be discos at night. Like on the weekends, you'd have to pay a ruble to get inside, and oh my God, we used to fight there. Yeah, you can see that little yard through. It was the place to be, and you know, the place to go to, but every single time there'd be trouble. Слушай, а как же пройти туда? А вот. Natasha, you know what? This place looks like America.
Really?
Yes. At least, you know, when I was growing up, I imagined this how America would look like for me. Вот там на втором этаже учительская. Там зауч сидит.
Что они здесь делают?
Я не знаю. Look, this is brand new. It looks better than it was when it was built in 1985.
Absolutely, yeah.
Holy cow!
Good for children. During
Yes, good for children. But, слушай, тут вот топольки были, они их убрали.
Да вон все в тополях.
Нет, вот здесь. They were... No?
Here это я.
Смотри, вот эти деревья мы сажали. Okay, these trees we were planting. We planted back in like 1986, 87. I actually remember the day. There were many more other trees, but only 3 remaining.
Найти. Капот?
We used to play ball here, a soccer ball. We would just go up there and just go back and forth, you know. Слушай, ну тут они вообще все отремонтировали.
Amazing.
Yeah.
А, ты помнишь эти ужасные окна алюминиевые, в которых холодно
Да, они новые, смотри, поменяли
Все
все.
поменяли, да.
It's been completely redone. Unbelievable. Слушай, а мне даже как-то неудобно это снимать все. Они подумают, что везде здесь так.
Ну это в Ростове, это большой город.
Да. Look, there are places, other places. Not every place looks fancy, okay? I'm just telling you. This is a very strange exception. Смотри, в третьем, во втором классе мы вот здесь сидели. I used to attend the room right behind those windows for 2 years. Second and third grade, and then we moved to a different part of the school, the opposite side. This part of the school is elementary, okay? And you're gonna see around the corner. The opposite side is it's like high school for older kids. Слушай, обалдеть, все чистенькое, новенькое. Обалдеть. Hello, old good friend. Video cameras, surveillance everywhere. Обалдеть. Folks, I'm really touched by this thing, you know. I don't it used to be different. This is like 1000% better. Third floor out of 4 floors right there. This is where I spent, I think, 6 years of my life studying everything. Обалдеть. You know, this school is called differently. Used to be school number 98, and now gymnasium 118. Very strange. А ты помнишь, тут клумбы были? Тут сейчас везде плитка. А здесь вот возле окон были такие, знаешь, как этот, dirt. There was dirt, like the trees were grown out of dirt, and then the tiles was in the middle. And I tell you what, when late for school and they would sometimes shut off doors, our buddies would open windows on the first floor over there, and we would just jump inside of the windows. They would help us out, like reach out their hands and kind of grab and pull us in there. There was no fence, by the way. Right now it's crazy. It's like gated access, like codes and passes and everything. There was no gate. Anyone could get inside and out, you know. Смотри, а тут тоже садик какой-то фельдеперсовый. There was, it looks like a kindergarten. It's also been renovated. Вот этого дома не было точно. There was nothing here. There wasn't any block or anything like that. That was probably built in the 2000s. Может, пойдем обойдем вот так, с той стороны? И надо уже садиться, да, у нас. How we doing on time? 1 hour, 14 minutes. Wow.
Ты хочешь сесть, чтобы на вопросы поотвечать?
Ну, попить кофе там, на вопросы поотвечать, да. Да. Folks, look, are you enjoying the stream? I mean, I don't even know how, like, if it's interesting for you. Gosh, I remember this building was being built right in front of our eyes. Because I was 6 years studying math, Russian on this part of the building. This is the high school for all the kids. So our windows were right there, and I would sit right by the window. And 45 minutes of math, imagine that, boring. So I would look out of the window and I would see construction of this building. And then we saw people actually moving in and started living there. It was pretty cool. Вот так вот было. You see, this setup was so many roses. Wow, it's beautiful.
Да, пишут, что Face Russell, I'm enjoying it greatly.
Russell,
This is cool to see.
traveling with Russell.
Face Russell.
Face Russell.
Face Russell.
Ah, okay.
Fine for me. This is where little Konstantin studied.
Yes, yeah.
Big limb, horns, big, great stream.
Thank you so much.
This is cool, man. We're about the same age. Love remembering. This is from Andy.
Andy Warhol?
Andy for more. Jeff Quee, thank you for showing it and for sharing your memories.
Thank you. This is the stadium. Used to play football. Hey, thank you, Susan M. Thank you so much for super chat. Love Russia and Russian people. Thank you for another most excellent live stream. Thank you so much. Thanks for coming. Thank you. This was the strangest stadium in the world, folks, I'm telling you, because right now you see it's like a normal, but it used to be made out of like rough pebbles. Тырса, как это назвать? Ракушечник такой, помнишь, тут был? And every time you'd fall, you would have scratches all over you. I don't know why they made the stadium, the field, soccer field out of that, but it's much better now.
Невероятно, слушай. Мы учились все время выжженная земля какая-то.
Вообще.
Песок, пыль.
Я тебе говорю, здесь
Да?
этот ракушечник был вообще.
Yeah, there was only dust,
Dust, dirt.
No grass, no any cover. It's amazing how it changed
Yes,
for better.
we're under very strict attention by the
Roses
security guard.
here. Yeah.
He heard us speaking English and he freaked out, let me tell you. Of course, people from potential enemy state came to investigate, you know, the super secret high school. See locks everywhere.
Super secret high school.
Yeah, this is it. There was a gym on the second floor. It still is. It still is. We used to play basketball there a lot. Yeah, you could see the nets covering the windows, large windows there, so they don't get broken by a ball. А на первом были, по-моему, кабинеты труда. Thanks for super sticker, Michael. Michael, appreciate it. Boom. Basketball. I played basketball here. They were hoops, but no pavement. It was just asphalt. I used to play here day and night, just like these guys are. She fell down. That happens, you know.
Все хорошо, не снимай.
Мы обычно, знаешь, где сидели? Вот когда уже подростки были, вот там, прямо на углу, где вот мужик сидит. Приходили, просто там сидели часами, трындели, свистели там. Пойдем. Слушай, ну, наверное, пошли на шайбу. В сторону шайбы. Там ресторан какой-нибудь. Сядем, кафе.
Ну тогда выйдем.
Слушай, а ты посмотри, проверти туда вверх. Там ничего не было. Я просто не пропустил. Это, никак.
Мы идем на стадион, сейчас покатаешься немножко и пойдем уже домой.
Там у нас была качалка с той стороны. Там зубной кабинет какой-то. Да. Слушай, походи, я почитаю. Да, и не надо меня. Красоту снимай. Lorna says Оля said hi, mom. Наташ, слышала? Hi, Оля. Да. Soon it's gonna be our family chat. Our whole family is gonna get here. This must be where Constantine was first known as Mr. Popular. Nope, not quite. Not quite. I wasn't unpopular, but I wasn't popular. I was somewhere in the between. I was in much better shape than now, that's for sure. You know, that's. I used to work out a lot. In this school right here, right next to me, there was a gym, a private gym. They opened in late 80s on the other side of the school. It was called Kentaur, and we used to go 3 times a week, work out. All my fellow friends who were working out real hard, they were taking steroids. I wasn't taking any juice, thank goodness. But still, I was pretty big. Naturally born athlete. Да, там. Смотри, у них даже есть доступ для disabled people. Unbelievable. Yes, under the roof. Unbelievable. Wow. Wowzers. Is there a grocery store or a shop nearby? Yes, where we parked, there's a shopping center, a small shopping center, and a grocery store, and we're gonna stop by and show you where you can. This is like residential area. This is where people live, sleep, eat, but we're gonna take you to the area where they shop. Oh, it smells so good.
My grandma used to make tea from these flowers.
Давай, может, и мы с тобой нарвем.
She picked it up. Да, давай.
Ryan, that is like throwing you in the lake to swim. Figure it out. If it's to me, I didn't understand, I'm sorry. Oscar, greetings from Poland. Greetings, Oscar, south of Russia here. Natasha, а давай-ка я скажу еще чего-то. My friends, if you recently joined this live stream, me and my lovely wife Natasha, we're taking you today to our neighborhood where we grew up. We are from the same neighborhood. We're, I was gonna say high school sweethearts, but not really, but we were growing up right next to one another. We've decided to take you here to kind of show you where we both are coming from. This is where our roots are, but honestly, I came here with Natasha and I personally do not recognize this place. It's completely different. Okay, it's so much nicer than when I was growing up. In the USSR it was rugged, sharp edges around the corners, you know. This is different. This is different now. So anyway, please enjoy the walk. Let's do it.
Да, рассказывай,
Если
давай
б-
поближе.
You should have seen the girl's face. Oh my God, she looked like she saw Martians. She saw us speaking English. I almost started like laughing. She was like, oh. You see that how that school, that part of the school looks like? That's how everything was. Run down, you know. This is how I remember everything. It looks like they ran out of money to, you know, redo this part of the school. Смотри, а 107-я, она вот какая-то, она не новая. Look, this school is actually looking much older.
Come on, it's getting dark.
Come on, it's getting dark. Is this you saying?
Yeah.
Or all right, let's go show everyone the place where to shop, food shop. Так, нам надо пройти вот сюда. Конечно. Здесь наш общий друг жил с тобой. Вот. Вот в этом доме.
That way. Left.
This is where the safe zone would end for me, right here. And if I would venture out there, after dark, I would get in trouble. It was tough. It was really tough in the 80s. Oh, there you go. Smells like home. Look. Finally, good old hood. Look at those pits in the road. This is how. That's my childhood. Okay. Look. Not everything is nice and honey and spice. You know, look, this is it. Welcome back, baby.
Only the one. Only the one. All these precious.
Only the lonely.
Precious territory. Please explain. Are people, Miguel asked, are people surprised that you speak English or they scared? What's the problem?
Well, the problem is they get surprised, that's the initial point, and then they get very scared because they think that NATO is here. It's expanded into Rostov.
Yeah. QBE covers. Right. Hello from Poland. My VIT. Why looked similar in 20s?
20s.
Yeah. Wait, in 2000.
Poland looked similar in 2000. Okay.
VIT.
Okay. This is what I remember. This is what. Смотри, тут все. Oh, she's. I thought I stepped in.
Pennsylvania, the roads look the same here, unfortunately.
Wait, with the pits in Pittsburgh? The heck! I remember America had like perfect roads. I came from the country of crappy roads into America, the land of perfect roads.
It's all
What?
in the past. Everything changed.
Okay, now this looks like. Наташ, какое тут слово? This looks
Oh, this looks
run
like
down.
our childhood.
Yes, our childhood, right?
Yeah.
This is what this
You
is.
can hide here.
Hide and seek, you know, dark corners. You can do all kinds of bad things here, you know.
Brian, Konstantin, you're so relaxed today. Love it.
Thank you, Brian. I'm not relaxed usually, but I am right now. Sir, I am tonight walking in Rostov with my blue shoes on feet or something like that.
Dirk, Natasha, could you please explain why the trees are painted white? So many people ask it today.
Well, because it's all so easy. It's easy, okay? When not NATO comes in, then NATO, like they want to scare NATO off. NATO will come in and like, wow, there's something wrong with this place, right? The white trees, and they would run away.
Please be serious. Is it a protection from
Bugs,
the bugs?
insects,
Insects.
yes. Or they just want to like, don't want to be jinxed or something. You know?
That side is white. Those trees are painting. This side is dark. No painting at all.
Yes, because that side is the cool side, and this one is not so cool side. Okay, this is what. Okay, this is it, folks. This is it. This is my childhood. Okay, look, this is how it felt like. It looked like. Тут, кстати, магазин был, смотри. То ли Союз Печать, то ли еще что-то. There was like a place of old store. Yeah, like you could buy pens, pencils, notebooks. This is what this is, okay? This is back. No, come on. I want to show how the years passed, you know? Everything was like run down, painted, chipping paint, stuff like that, you know? And with sponsor, welcome to Inside Russia. Babs 56, thank you so much. Whew. Здравствуйте. Да так ходим, снимаем просто. People are so simple and so direct here. What are you filming? Okay, I'm just filming, you know. But the most amazing thing is that I tell the guy, well, it's just I'm just filming. He's like, oh, okay. Why did you ask me in the first place if you don't care?
Konstantin, mommy says to you, listen to the boss. Maybe it's about, come on and sit down somewhere.
We're almost out of a residential area, and we're almost into the place where we can buy something to drink, sit down, you know.
Interesting question from Suze. What did it cost to live there then vs now?
They actually used to pay us to live here back in the days. It was so bad. Now we must pay. Нет, не рассказывал. You know what? This place is a store, but it used to be a little tiny gym, and this is where I used to work out also. Couple years. We had tons of dumbbells, you know, barbells inside, and gosh, I miss this place. There was a window, right? That still is a window, right behind this thing. Тут был Олимп, по-моему, назывался. Одна из первых качалок, помнишь?
Не, не ходила сюда.
Okay.
Я ж маленькая уехала.
We had posters with Arnold Schwarzenegger on the walls everywhere, and would constantly look at his biceps, and we would we would pump ourselves. Now we're coming out of the residential sleeping area onto Main Street, a high street, so to speak. This is where all the places to buy food. As you see, it's not big of a walk. It's 5 minutes by most. And there are tons of different businesses here. Tons. Traffic. Сними меня, я расскажу, как жить вот по уровню жизни, да? Тогда и сейчас. Okay. You asked me how much it costs to live here back then and how much it costs to live here now. There is no comparison, okay? Back in the USSR was terrible, okay? Everyone was poor. Everyone was making the same salary, monthly salary, take or give. We couldn't afford anything except for the apartments that were given us for free by the government, but we couldn't choose. It was like this. Oh, there's an apartment in this part of the town, and you gotta take it. And people were happy to take it. Okay, so we had no say where to live, how to live. Apartments and job. You would have to go to work, travel throughout the city. You couldn't just take and relocate closer to your work. No way. No cars. We could not afford cars. Okay. There were very few food stores, and for this entire area there were 4 food stores. 4. Okay, I know because I used to do food shopping in my family. My parents worked from morning till night, and I knew where to buy sausage. I knew where to buy bread, when to buy, because there were only certain spots during the daytime where actually you could get stuff. Okay. Now, Russia has quasi-capitalism. Well, at least before the events, it was capitalism, more like, more or less. We could open business, we could make money, we were free to move out of country, move back in, buy, sell real estate, choose place to live. It's freedom. We have so much more freedom compared to the USSR. Or I'd rather say we had so much more freedoms until recent events. I don't know what's happening now, we will see, but we definitely had more freedoms. Russia is not the freest country, was not the freest in the world. The government was doing its dirty, dark thing, but still we were free enough to have a decent life. I mean, look around. You can find anything here. There's internet, there's cable TV, the cars, nice cars. I mean, look, the Beamer, Renault, Ford, Mercedes, Audis, apartments in these apartment blocks, they cost lots of money. In the rich years, up to $200,000 for an apartment there. Okay, not too bad, incomparable to the USSR. Absolutely incomparable. Back then was terrible. The only good thing about that time was that I was young. I was learning about life. I was, It was like a time of discovery. I had great family, and that's pretty much it. Okay, that's answering your question, and perhaps there were other questions. I didn't really see them. I'm sorry, but back and now, back then and now, you know, incomparable. I like right now so much, and yet this place has a very strange effect on me. I said early in the stream that all I wanted to do when I was growing up in the 80s, I wanted to get out of this place far, far away to California, Southern California, Los Angeles, okay? And, well, my life's been, it brought me to different places, including LA, right? I've been in LA. I didn't live there, but I've been there a few times. Now I'm back into this neighborhood for 2 hours to do a walking tour and to show you how this place is these days. And you know what? That old feeling of wanting to get out is back. I want to get out of here. Whew. Well, at least I want to get coffee or iced coffee or a cold drink or something like that. You know? Sorry for the such emotional speech. There's a super chat from Babs56. Thank you. Ну что, пошли? There is a Deo dealership. No, Kia Deo. That's not a dealership, actually. Spare parts. This is a construction store, furniture store. Right here there's a bakery. Слушай, может в Гриднев давай сядем?
Ну, надо посмотреть, сколько там столов, да?
Ну, давай зайдем. Гриднев. This is where we want to check out this little cafe bakery called Gridnev. It's a, okay, that's a nice car.
Does Natasha feel the same way as
Yeah,
Brian?
tell them how it is. How are you feeling?
This is your show.
No, you tell about, like, would you like to get out of here, or did you want to get out of Rostov? Did you have this feeling, oh, I gotta get out of this place, you know?
Now?
No, back when you were growing up.
No.
No. So you liked it, you always wanted to live here.
Принимала.
Of course, being so beautiful,
Принимала.
accepted.
Accept, yes.
Being so beautiful, I understand, that's much better. It's much easier to grow up.
You are handsome, and you've been handsome. That's
Not talking about me,
the
I'm talking about you.
Yeah, thank you.
I'm talking about you.
No, I accept everything that was in my life. Absolutely.
Except, you see, she's so much wiser and smarter.
Yeah.
That's the local boys. Local boys, I want to show you the local boys. Right there, local boys. They've grown up quite a bit, look. They're in their mid-30s right now. That's funny, I used to come in and work out here, and now I come in for a coffee. Fudge. Есть там что? Слушай, 100%, это наша качалка была. Обалдеть.
У нас тур по местам молодости. Мы тут жили.
Здрасте. Тут качалка была, такой клуб. А вот там стоматология, наверное, да?
Да, там стоматология.
А раньше... Да.
А вот это вот
Да ничего хорошего. This coffee shop looks not bad. Not bad. It's actually good. We're gonna sit down here. I'm not sure about the sound. This echo. Tell me, how is the sound here? Is it passable, or, you know, we need to get out of here? I'm telling you, I was pumping iron. I remember all I wanted to do was to get out of here. Gosh, this is one of the strongest feelings that I've brought from my childhood. It's actually very sad. I have many other feelings that are very, very bright, very good. But this feeling of getting out is the strongest one.
Костя, чай, кофе? Чай?
Кофе.
Давай без кофе.
Почему? А вы можете кофе сделать со льдом?
У нас нет льда, к сожалению.
No ice. Окей. Ну, тогда обычный капучино. А холодный есть напиток какой-нибудь?
Да, есть. У нас есть вот здесь, я вам сейчас покажу. Здесь холодильник, глинтвейн и ногти.
Какой глинтвейн? Это же у вас морозильник.
Да, вот смотрите, это мы берем, заливаем кипятком, у вас получается прохладный напиток. Не горячий, ну не холодный, конечно, как хотелось. Как кофе
Не,
со
не
льдом
надо,
или
вот
чай
лучше
со льдом.
такой.
Такой,
Тархун,
да?
мархун там,
Хорошо.
чего.
А какой вы выберете?
А я не знаю, Наташа. Боржоми, наверное. Боржоми один
Давайте вам.
и кофе. Да, если можно, мне налить его куда-нибудь.
А из еды будешь?
Из еды? Ну давай посидим здесь. Посвистим уже, что. Hang on.
Пирожок ржаной с курицей будешь?
Что?
Ржаной с курицей будешь? Мне вот с лосось, с горбушей, да? С курицей будешь?
Нет.
Нет?
А с мясом есть?
Да, черный медведь есть с говядиной и овощами.
С курицей.
Есть с курицей.
А с печенью есть?
К сожалению, нет, зато у меня есть курника кусочек. Он будет куриный с грибами.
Вот этот курник, да, мне? Один. А можно мне стаканчик сразу?
Хорошо. Пожалуйста.
It's hot outside. It's, I'd say, high 70s, low 80s. This is mineral spring, sparkling water. Comes from Georgia, Borjomi. Да, пожалуйста. Половину, такой большой.
Половиночку от этого кусочка, да?
Да, половину, немножко согреть
А
чуть-чуть.
может быть и этот просто разрезать?
Нет, я столько не хочу.
Да?
Я столько не съем. Мохито. Тархун. Да здесь я. Тусе. Шаудан. Слушай, а дай я твой телефончик посмотрю эти комментарии. You know what? At first I was so upbeat. I was like, yeah, let's do that. And now I'm more of like overwhelmed with memories and old forgotten feelings.
Дашь мне карточку?
Мою? А она у тебя там в кошельке. So I'm gonna read the comments. Whew. The world is a big place, you know. You know, I couldn't live here ever again. No way. It'd be a torture. I would go nuts. I guess that feeling I was getting was on physical level because it's still inside. It's I thought it was long gone, but it's come back. It's like pulsating in my head. It's like, get out of here, get out of here. Fiona, thank you. I'm gonna tell that to Natasha about the collar. Me too. I love that collar now. Where I am sitting right now, there used to be a large table, and all over the table, we used to play cards here. It was like a good friend of mine was running. He was the general manager of this little gym, and he never charged us anything. We used to come here, and it was like a private club to hang out. We would play cards here, just right on this, right next to this window. I remember we were playing and we were looking out of this window all the time. And then there used to be barbells all over, and then we would play cards, we would stop, we would go pump, the biceps and the triceps and stuff like that, and then we would come back to play cards, and we would do that for hours and hours and hours. Bruce, thank you so much. Thank you for another great walking tour. Well, I'm glad you liked it. Honestly, I have mixed feelings about this. At first I thought it would be great to take you here, but then I don't know. I'm gonna go back and kind of read the comments, because I didn't see anything. I was too preoccupied. Have a coffee and relax a little. This seems a little stressful today for you. Not so stressful as emotional, Start Konstantin Natasha comedy show. You two were so funny 3 weeks ago. Love, I appreciate you both. Thank you so much. Ryan, I live 1 mile from home. I grew up, but my town is so small, it's not hard. See, Brian and everyone, my feeling was different. The thing is, I didn't want to get out of this neighborhood. I wanted to get out of that life in the USSR. In the late 80s, I had clear understanding that there were other places where life was better, more colorful, more smells, more happiness, more freedoms. I didn't really know, but I had a feeling, okay? And I wanted to get there. And it's not about this particular place. It's not about the Rostov. It's about that life. Everything changed in '91, okay? This place was completely changed. I still wanted to get out, but eventually I got out in '96. It took me 7 years. 7 years. Look, very wise words today. Revisiting the past makes you appreciate what you have now. Brian, totally, hands down. I'm gonna go home and I'm gonna be happy. I'm gonna, there's tons of stuff of YouTube these days, Every single minute I have, I either check my emails, I give an interview or something like that, But I'm actually going to go back right now. My mom is with us. She is with Michael, and she's going to stay overnight. And I'm gonna make tea for everyone. We're gonna get. This is where we need to do a small family stream with my mom after we come back home. What do you say?
If it's not late for me
Lorna, mommy, I don't know, Bob, who's here? Lorna, mommy, I didn't see any. Look, guys and girls, I have an idea. How about I come back home and I'm gonna reflect on what I just saw and how I felt. I'm gonna make a little tea, a little, not celebration, but just a little, like, basically gonna take every family out on the terrace, on the veranda. And would you like me to do like a 15-minute stream to show you this was my life in the USSR, and that my life now, okay? And I'm very grateful and thankful for this life that I'm having, that I've built for myself. Lorna, mommy, you don't have to come back to moderate. I mean, I can even like shut off the comments. So what do you think? Would it be interesting, or one stream is enough for today? Sounds awesome. Oh, Bob S is here. Thank you. Good idea. Natasha, people like it. They say yes, awesome. Why don't we do that? Well, we're gonna, finishing up pretty soon. Has it been? I think it's getting close to. Мы во сколько? В 6 начали, да? 2 hours. Just give us 10 minutes. I'm gonna drink coffee. I'm not gonna eat in front of a camera. No way. Not today. Or perhaps we should end now and go home and then do that.
А что ты хочешь еще?
Я хочу чай сделать вот на веранде. Вот, чтобы мы там все сели и оттуда постримить. Как бы вот тот. А я свет туда поставлю.
А с какой целью?
Ну просто показать, как бы then and now. How about that? You don't want it?
Ты уже все сказал.
Okay, Natasha doesn't want that. No. The boss said no. I actually would like that.
Блин, как у них тут все вкусно.
Вкусно, no?
Обалденно. Чай.
Pechenka, a little cookie, coffee. I'm done with water. Thank you. Water was good, as usual. Coffee is so. Make a video of that. Maybe another day then. Perhaps. Hi from Sweden. You should have bring your mother there. Here, she's watching the live right now, and I told her, we agreed that she's gonna be watching. She's not a big fan of this place, honestly. Perhaps she wanted to get out of here as well. Brianna B, I grew up only 20 minutes from where I live, and Ireland was poor in the 70s. Compared to where we are now, but my home village reminds me of my dreams, of desire in seeing the world. When I go there, I understand desire to go. Brianna, thank you. I understand you 100%. I think you understand me. Thanks for the super chat and thanks for the message. It's very symbolic. And it's very ironic. I don't even understand how we ended up in this particular place, because this is where we are right now. I'm telling you, Natasha. There was a table, large table. My friend used to be the general manager of this place. And it was like a private club for us. We would come and go anytime we wanted to. And he would never charge us. This is a good friend of ours. And we used to play here the main workout area was in the other room over there. Okay, there was a little car there. You would walk in. This is where you would get change behind the counter, and this was like the office, but it was full of dumbbells as well. But the main room was that one, and here was like more of an office. Okay, this is where we played cards, and every time we would come here, we would hang out after the workout, and I would literally sit here, and I would imagine how I would get out of this place. Okay, and I ended up right here, sitting, looking at the same exact view I'm gonna show you. It's the same window. I mean, granted different interior, right? But this is the same window, the same view, the same everything, right? And I would sit and I would look out of this window. It's very, very symbolic. This is crazy. If it's not too late for, it wouldn't be too late for the family because it's 8 p.m. right now. We would drive, it takes about 40 minutes from, this is the other side of the city, very, very northern tip of the city, and we live in the southwestern part. So it takes 40 minutes from this place to our home, and we would make it there by 9 p.m. and it's still okay. It would not be too late. We would have an hour. Okay. We're gonna be driving, we'll decide on the way, you know, but just be ready. We might throw a little unexpected stream just for 15-20 minutes, you know, nothing major. A place I wanted to get out from and the place I wanted to get into. Roger, keep making your videos. They show the world how some people live in Russia. People in Russia are great people. Thank you so much. Thank you. This is becoming a part of my personal mission, I think, because I feel like these opportunities for Russian people are vanishing, and the longer this situation, terrible tragedy, is taking place, the worse the attitude towards Russian people, you know, because, and I'm just trying to show that not everyone is the same in Russia, okay? TJ. Oh, just that's not. Word card games. We played 21 blackjack, basically. Blackjack and poker. And we would always place bets, money bets. Sometimes someone would lose a wish, like a person would do anything that others would tell him to do. The craziest thing we did was, I think someone wished for a person who lost to strip naked and go into that room, and there were like guys and girls in the room, just walk around, something like that. Another funny thing about this place, we used to have illegal boxing fights. We would just get together, a few people, and would put the boxing gloves on, and we would fight, and people would place bets on us, you know what I mean? It didn't happen often, but a few times we were just like running around, chasing one another, boom, boom, boom. It was crazy time. I was in the last grade. I was senior, high school senior back then, grade number 11. I got beaten badly once, and I bet up other people a couple times. Sounds kind of like in extremely, incredibly extreme and bad these days, but back then it was okay, it was normal. I don't have a photo of where I am sitting now. No, unfortunately, no. I do have very few pictures of myself of that period. You know, I would have to go search through the pictures, but certainly not in this place. We just didn't have photo cameras back then, you know. All these walls were plastered with huge photographs of Arnold Schwarzenegger. He was like our hero, hands down. And half-naked girls like Cece Cage, Sabrina, you know, Madonna, and yeah, I will check. I will check. Natasha's been amazing doing this long lives every week, so can understand she needs family time too. We appreciate you doing them, Natasha. Love. And Fiona said that you look absolutely wonderful in this color. She loves it.
Thank you so much.
TJ sounds like a TV show Survivor or Jackass Soviet style. Yes, it was something like that. It was like a mix, a hybrid of all of these things, you know. But it was never boring when I was growing up. It was always fights. It was always like trouble. It was always like action things. We would come up with doing things, you know. What about doing the stream tomorrow? Mommy, I want to do the regular stream. I have a great topic for tomorrow's stream. World TV, what was the first rule of your Fight Club? Holy moly, Natasha, that's what we had here. Fight Club.
Yeah?
At grade 11, we decided to start. That was a Fight Club. Even before Chuck Palahniuk wrote that book, it was the. I'm telling you, look.
It's not about fighting.
Fighting. We used to fight here. We had gloves because I was doing boxing. I was going for boxing in grade 11, and most of us we were going for some kind of like karate or boxing and stuff like that. And we used to play cards here for money. We would place bets, and then one time someone came up with this idea: let's fight, okay? And then the different room right there, we kind of put like all barbells all by the walls, and there'll be like people watching and two people in the boxing gloves, and no rules really. Boom, boom, boom. Someone hit head, like was falling down, hit head on the barbell. It was pretty bad. I was beaten by a boxer once. My very good friend was going in for boxing for like 6 or 7 years, but he was like very low profile, and I thought I was big and, you know, strong, and he just like poof, 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 boom. Next thing I know, I'm on the ground, you know. It was a Fight Club, but we didn't have any rules. Basically, you know, no rules. It was fun. We did it a few times. It wasn't like a regular occurring event, you know, but just 3 or 4 times. And then the word started getting out. We had new people showing up, and the manager of this place, his name was Dennis, he said that that's enough, you know, that's enough is enough. Steven, great question. Do you stay in contact with those old friends? I do, with some. We're still good friends. and some I completely lost touch with. Paul Sherrick says, asking, is Rostov-on-Don different from just Rostov? Just Rostov is a village, basically. It's a small town. And Rostov-on-Don is a huge 1 million people city. It's a hub, logistical, commercial, residential. It's a huge city. It's two different worlds.
Ну, то не просто just Ростов. Ростов the Great. Ростов Великий.
Okay, whatever. I think this is Rostov-on-Don the Great, and that's just Rostov.
But this is two different cities. Rostov the Great, which is on the Golden Ring, right?
Yes, yes.
Touristic place.
Yes. Frank in Texas is here. Hello, Frank. He says, hi, Natasha.
Hi, Frank. Nice to hear you.
The boxing story. There's no evidence, unfortunately. No evidence, no photos, nothing from this place. Just memories, you know. Gosh, I should make a video about this, you know. It's so, like, touching. Holy moly. Okay, I don't care. Okay, my friends, we're gonna finish this up. That's it. I hope you liked it. Dennis sounds American. Dennis was the pumpest guy in our company. He started doing professionally bodybuilding shows, you know. But then he got involved with mafia, and then someone shot him at the leg. He was limping. And then he kind of went off radars. I don't know what's happened to him. Okay. Natasha, наверное, все, да? My dear friends, thank you very much for joining us. I thought it would be a light-hearted, great stream, but it turned out to be something strange, honestly. At least for me. You?
Good, I like it.
You like it?
Yeah, I like those places we visited. I like your memories.
It's
personal.
It's stirred up something inside of me, you know.
Oh, good.
Okay.
You need the different emotions.
You know, you say it in a very German way. Good.
It's all good.
In English, it's good. Good.
Okay.
In German, it's gut. Guten Tag.
It's not about how I pronounce. It's about the sense. It's good
That's
for you.
the boss speaks. Okay. All right. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you. Very strange. I guess you guys and girls learn me, get to know me from different angles, and this is one of the angles. It's crazy. Thank you. We might not do another 15-20 minute stream tonight in about an hour and a half, something like that, but we'll see. If there's no stream, I will put a community post with pictures. How about that? You are absolutely awesome. You rock. Please keep on coming back. And Natasha, thank you for having such a company. Tremendous, fantastic company.
Thank you.
Thank you. Mods, Lorna, Mommy, Bob, Yarn Prepper is not here, right? Just two of you. You pulling all the show today. No, not pulling, handling all this show today. Thank you so much. I'll see you soon. I love you guys.
Bye.